All right, you didn't grow up in Indiana per
Hmm.
se, but you have a strong Indiana background in your family. At what age or how young were you when you started hearing about Purdue and IU and what it meant?
Yeah, having grown up around basketball and just being familiar with the Big Ten, you see a lot of rivalries, but the one that really sticks out is IU Purdue. So it's a special event, it's a special atmosphere it'll be tomorrow. So just looking forward to seeing that and being part of history and going and battling with a pretty good team.
How many stories did you hear from your grandfather about this?
Yeah, quite a bit. We probably watched a lot of games together and grew up just being around, familiar with the rivalry. So it took a little bit getting used to having to come in and actually be a part of it now, but it's something very special and something you can't really take for granted.
I mean, knowing you've had a family member play in this rivalry, what does that mean to you then? Now that you're going to play
It's
in it,
just something cool to carry on. Obviously, it's not every very often you have a grandfather that played in the Big Ten, let alone at the same school as you. So it's pretty cool to carry that on and kind of make him proud as he gets to come to the game and watch.
all right. Why are you and Braden just kind of oblivious to in road games? It just seems like you guys nothing phases you guys when you're out on the road and they're yelling bad things at you.
Yeah, we both talked about it. We kind of like away games. We have to go in there and shut them up a little bit. So really just kind of that edge you got to compete with. It's just more similar to go out there and win. And obviously we have great fans here, but when you're going into a away game, a little hostile environment, you kind of want to shut them up a little bit and just have a good game and kind of come out with a W, go home with a win.
Where does that attitude come from?
I think it's just our competitiveness. Ever since I played him in high school and getting to know him, he's a winner no matter what we're doing. He's trying to be the best at it, and I think going in, especially away games, he wants to go in there and win. And I think that's kind of carried on with our team. Is contagious, and everyone's just looking to win.
What do you think you've added defensively to this team?
Hmm. Yeah, I think obviously the last few games I've had to chase around some shooters quite a bit, especially with Funk. So being kind of playing the role I play, running off screens, being a shooter, I think I kind of know what it is like to be defended and kind of what you don't like, kind of what you can kind of feed off of. So really just kind of guarding how I would want to guard myself, chasing me off my line, doing what I got to do to help the team win.
In the off season, how much or when did the emphasis on defense really kick in, especially based on what happened last year, where it didn't seem to be as prevalent as it is today?
I think right away. I think obviously we knew we lost some talent with guys going to the NBA, guys moving on from here at Purdue, and just a lot of experience, a lot of talent that we had to fulfill. And it wasn't going to be having a fourth pick in the draft. We knew we didn't have that this year, so we'd have to carry on in a different way. And I think everyone kind of took the defense to a new level. And coming in as a freshman, not really being known for my defense, I think the older guys and the coaches really emphasized that to me to go out there and work on it. And really ultimately it comes down to playing hard. If you play hard and play tough, you can be a pretty good defender.
What's been the key to the consistency though for this defense? I mean, there's not many highs or lows. I mean, it's been a straight line pretty much.
Just because we emphasize it just as much as offense. Obviously, we got a pretty good system. We run a lot of good plays, but if you can't get stops, you can't win. And it's just comes down to that. All of us wanted to win the game, and I think when we go back on the defense end, we're looking to get stops so we can get out and run transition and play offense.
Yep.